In the name of my ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of what I call the In the name of my ancestors. Hold on a second, I always got to deal with this here. As always, in the name of my ancestors, welcome once again to a Google Hangout version of what I call the Realities Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the host or gatekeeper of this particular platform. Wherever you may find me on social media, some of y'all still call this the World Wide Web. Wherever you may find me, I am known on Facebook, YouTube, Vimeo, Daily Motion, and perhaps other places. I am known as the mighty, mighty, mighty Angel Snubbed Up 7. I am your soul brother live and your friend, Talik Ibn Ra. All right. Well, we are here tonight to discuss a topic that I rather enjoy. And it is important for us to speak about this, especially to young soul brothers and, of course, the sisters. But we really want to talk tonight to soul brothers because being a soul brother myself, or a black man in this nation, we have a distorted view, a confusing view, a biased view, a prejudicial view. In fact, some of it has grown to a hatred towards our greatest helper, our greatest lover, yes, the one that was created in nature for you and me, and that is our soul sisters, of course. You can marry a Caucasian woman if you want, or an Asian woman, or Indian woman. And I mean, when I mean Indian, I mean for real India, you know, that type. I'm not talking about the Native American, because it's a possibility that's who was our ancestors anyway. The possibility is there. So I'm going to leave that open. And we need to, when we speak of unity, the number one person one should wish to unite with, that is your better half on the other side of the gender equation, and that is our soul sister. That's what we want to talk about. So the subject that I've chosen for tonight is a black man's heaven is a black woman. Common sense. Well, in 2017, it seems as though that's a very difficult for some of us soul brothers. We have a problem with that. Some soul brothers view this woman, this female, our gender counterpart, as an enemy. Can you believe that? And they believe if they just speak about certain particular women, that don't include their mother, that don't include their sisters or aunts. But unfortunately, and it might make you feel better, but when you attack womanhood, you are attacking and demonizing all women, including your mother and your aunts and your sister and your cousins, whether you like it or not. Because you may feel a certain way towards another man's wife and daughters or whatever, he might feel the same way about yours. So when you talk about our sisters in this general term or relative term, you really speaking about all. And in reality, you are really speaking about all. But let me begin first things first. Let me. I want to speak about real quick, take care of this business. I want to speak about this raffle. The Angel Snuff Nuff 7 raffle. There's no need to shake the bag and whatever, because really there was a lot of participation, which is good because those who did participate, automatic winners. So for the automatic winners, I am in contact with you through email, and your check will be in the mail Monday morning, no doubt. And I hope that you enjoy the little gift. I enjoy bringing that to us. And like I said, there wasn't a whole lot of participation. So I had a suggestion that I should donate the rest, whatever is left, to the victims of Puerto Rico, and I might do that. Also, I was thinking about promoting the channel by giving out $5, $10 out to the Black community, soul community, to promote the channel, give a gift to the community from the friends of this ministry, and those of you who listen to this ministry, give a gift to the community itself. I will go out, make my little flyers, put the little $5 or $10 on the flyer, and hand the flyers out to our community, the brothers and sisters out in the community, and let them know that we exist, and perhaps come and visit us on Facebook and right here on YouTube. Anyway, give me some feedback. What do y'all want me to do? And we'll see about getting that done. So congratulations. You was instant winners. Your check is in the mail. And again, thank you all for listening and participating. And in a way, that's sort of a good thing, because many of you, you really didn't need that little 50 bucks or nothing like that, you know. So, I mean, why, you know, you really didn't need nothing, whatever. So it just shows us that we're not a greedy people. We're really good-hearted. But it's amazing, though. You're so quick to give folks your money, these charlatans, that's not going to do nothing for you. But you don't want to take any money from somebody who just wants to show appreciation for you being here. Mind-boggling. I don't understand the mindset. Oh, well, whatever. That's over with. Thank you. And perhaps we'll do it again sometime. With that said, again, the topic is, and I want to give greetings to the chat room. Peace to my brother, soul brother Leon, and your wife. Thank you, brother Leon, for showing up tonight. And I can't pronounce that your YouTube name, El Misiti, something like that. Peace and respect you to the chat room. I appreciate your being here tonight. And I hope that it's so much, my notes are just scattered everywhere. I'm going to be bouncing back and forth. So please bear with me, because it's going to be a little difficult trying to get this together for real. But we're going to get through it. And with that said, let's get busy on this visit. As most of you know, I was a member of the Nation of Islam under the leadership of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I joined the Nation of Islam in Brooklyn. Was it Brooklyn? No, it was New York City. Actually, New York City in the early 1980s. And it was a great experience. I have no, even though you hear me say this and that, it was a wonderful experience. And I mean, it's just, unfortunately, things did not go too well in the end, but it was a great experience. And I don't think I would do anything too much different. because I love that brotherhood. I love that feeling of sisterhood. And speaking of sisters, it was Savior's Day. Savior's Day is the Nation of Islam annual convention where we meet in Chicago every year or some other place, but usually it's Chicago. We gather in Chicago to celebrate the Savior, the man known as Wallace Fard Muhammad, the one who started the Nation of Islam. So I think it was 1983, 1984, and we were supporting Jesse Jackson running for president of the United States, 83, 84. So I guess it was Savior's Day 1984. I'm not really sure. It had to be because that was the presidential year, I believe, 84. So it was Nation of Islam, Savior's Day 1984. I'm going to begin our talk from this place. And I am a FOI. The FOI is the Fruit of Islam wing, the brothers of the Nation of Islam. And usually, a lot of times, it was an honor for me to stand post to protect the body of Minister Louis Farrakhan. It was an honor. And I really wanted to do that. It was an honor for me. And I loved to be on that post. But Savior's Day, 1984, it was going to be different from me. And my assignment was to be bodyguard to one of Jesse Jackson's daughters. I don't know which one it was. He has a daughter, I think her name was Sanita or something like that, and Jacqueline. Anyway, I believe they are around my age because I was 18, 17 or 18, something like that, 18 or 19. And I think at the time, those sisters was around my age. I believe it was Sister Jacqueline. I think that's who I was bodyguard for during that Savior's Day. Be Jesse Jackson's daughter, personal bodyguard for that day. Man, I loved it. I was with a woman all day. I could say I was with a woman all day. So it was cool with me. So I got to escort her wherever she wanted to go. I was there with Sister Jacqueline, Jesse Jackson. It had to be Jacqueline, I believe it was. Jesse Jackson's daughter. I was in heaven because y'all know I'm a woman lover. Be around the sisters. So it was cool with me. Hey, there was no problem. So, and then I was taken off that post and I was put on security just for the MGT. The MGT is the Muslim Girls Training General Civilization class of the Nation of Islam, the sisters of the Nation of Islam. So now I'm assigned to the sisters. No problem. Love it. I don't mind being around the sisters all day. You know, what I really loved about Savior's Day is when all the sisters from all over the country, they wear this white garb that they wear and the hoods, the things that they put over their head. I forgot what they call that. Put that over their head. Those sisters look so pretty. Ain't no booty out there. Ain't no breasts. You can't see no legs. There's nothing. The only thing you can do is marvel at the womanhood, the beauty of what a woman is. Because there's nothing, she got everything all covered up. You can't see no booty, you can't see no breast, you can't see no leg, you can't see nothing. So you have to connect and have no choice but to connect with her with her mind. You have no choice. There's nothing to trip off of. You can use your imagination, you know, but that's all you're gonna get. Well, I'm telling you, I had a hellified imagination, so but I loved being with the sisters. And I think that the sisters who got to know brother, they began to love me and respect because they knew I was on their side. There was an incident, we had a mosque in Brooklyn. I don't know if it's still there or not, but in Brooklyn, I think that's Flatbush Avenue. I believe it's 6 lanes, 3 lanes going both directions, 3 lanes. I don't think it's 2, I think it's actually 3 lanes. Now, brother, this is what I would do for my sisters. When it was time for the sisters, if they had cars across the street from the mosque, now here I am, I'm 18, 18, probably getting ready to turn 19 years old, by myself. Nobody has to tell me nothing. I'm looking out for my sisters. By myself, I think I only weigh, what, $150. I don't, let me see, about 120, 30 pounds. That's all I probably weigh. But I would jump out in the traffic, stop all those cars, all those lanes by myself, so those sisters can cross over and get to their vehicles so they can go home or do whatever they need to do. I took care of my sisters. That's the way that I do things. In the Nation of Islam, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teach us and taught that the black woman, heaven, and she is. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught that a man does not look good until he looks good in the eyes of a woman. So if our women don't view us as looking good, and she is gravitating towards foreign men, which she should not do, that is unnatural behavior. Because a soul sister should be striving to get with a soul brother. That's natural. You don't see a robin trying to get with a cardinal. You don't see a sheep trying to get with a goat. That's unnatural behavior. Something is wrong somewhere. Why doesn't she view soul brothers and we don't look good in her eyes? Something is wrong. Blame her. We need to look at ourselves. Oh, wow. Let me tell you something. Some of you out there in TV land, you think that you're doing something big shot when you say, that's why black men don't want black women. No, you want them. You just don't know how to approach. You just don't know how to get her. You think you're doing some big shot stuff by saying nobody wants a black woman. That's a lie. They always chasing these sisters. Even going back in history, foreign men have always chased this soul sister, these black women, all through history. Peace to you, Brother Dwayne. All through history, our women get chased and they're desired and they're wanted. And you want her too. You just messed up and you weak. And you don't know how to get her. You don't know what has happened. We don't look good in the eyes of a woman. And you thinking you saying some big shot stuff. Let me tell you something. In nature, oh wow. Woo, are y'all gonna ride with me? This might take some time. We're gonna be here for a little while because brothers need to know. You need to understand something here. And we're gonna talk about this. In nature, you ever see in birds, you'll see a female come and she'll sit, and then the male bird will come and he'll do this dance and he'll sing. He dancing and he's singing. If this was a human situation, y'all would call that bird a simp. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to put in work to get her. See, y'all lazy. You're lazy and you're trifling. And you really don't understand your manhood because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to try to impress her because she is the most important of us, really. Y'all don't like that. We are the same. No, nature don't give. Males are expendable in nature. You don't want to hear that. Well, I'm a king and a god and the leader of the household. Nature don't see you as no leader of no household or all that stuff. Nature don't care nothing about you like that. It's all about females. All about females. And if you don't understand, see, me personally, it can always be about women. I have no problem with that at all. Because I understand my role. in this thing. You don't understand your role. So you think that your role is smaller and it don't really mean too much. You think that she's getting everything and all the attention goes to her. She's supposed to get the attention. She's doing all the real work. You ain't having no babies. You're not having no life forming you. You don't have this great responsibility. You don't have that. So the male bird, and even in the animal kingdom, you see the males do these dances and they sing to the females, and they build these pretty houses and dig these burrows. They do all that for the female. You don't want to work to get her. This is what, now I wish I had Serena Williams here, because y'all know Serena Williams just married a pink guy. I can guarantee you, because I watched Caucasian men. See, Caucasian men, woo, y'all just don't get it. It's a thing called romance, being romantic. Caucasian men, they'll sing a song if they can sing. They will quote beautiful poetry. Caucasian men will take her hand. I can guarantee you that pink guy, that Caucasian guy, I guarantee you he probably took Serena's hand and kissed her hand. You are so beautiful, and just the accolades just never stop. We call people like that a simp. Y'all so stupid. Who is this? Is this what your father taught you? Is this how your father got your mother? He just grabbed her like a cave woman by her hair and dragged her out the cave or whatever? Is that how it is, this two-parent household thing? Well, my mother was married, but she was also single. But I'm trying to understand. These people talk about it's so great to have a man, and the man's supposed to. Is this what your father is teaching you? Your father is not teaching you how to court. Court, C-O-U-R, you are on trial. You are on trial. You are courting this woman. You are on trial. You're making a case to be found guilty or innocent. Guilty of being the perfect mate, or I'm messing that up. I'm messing that whole analogy up. I'm sorry. But you get what I'm saying. Or she decides to throw you into the pasture, get rid of you, whatever. It's called courting. You are on trial. So you're trying to make your case. So you kiss her hand. You open doors for women. You should stop tripping off of this equality stuff. Forget all that garbage. Let them trip off of that. You be a gentleman. You be a man. You sing a song and you flutter your wings and you get her. It's all said and done. She's gotten. That's the only thing you should have concern about. Who cares about what she said? All that stuff women say. When in nature, when you see males dealing with females, some of these females be tripping. You don't see the male. He's just patient because there's only one thing on his mind. I'm going to get this. He don't care how ratchet the mama deer is, that doe is. Don't care about if that mama duck is snapping her feathers. They don't care about all that stuff. Y'all tripping off crazy stuff. Who cares? The only thing on his mind, I am going to get that. And she's watching you to see if you can pass that type of trial. And a lot of times, she's going to get got because the male is patient and he knows exactly what needs to be done. See, I like being around women myself personally, because being around women is like, for me, it's not a sex thing. See, for y'all, many of you, it's a sex thing. I just want to be surrounded by booties and big breasts and whatever. See, for me, womanhood, not only soul sisters, I like being around women, period. It's like being, for me, it's like being in a bouquet of roses. Just a natural scenery. different colors and different, it just, woo! The soul sister is your heaven. I'm in heaven. See, you don't have a relationship. Something has gone wrong with you, where something has destroyed your natural connection to your mother. Whether it's your biological mother or the sister that lives next door or the sister across the street or your boss at work that's a female, you've lost that connection to womanhood. All been made physical in this world. And that's the only way we know how to communicate with women. We think that women is supposed to be our servant. These religious teachings. She's the man's helpmate. The Bible got it wrong. We are the helpmate. I'm going to talk about that real quick. We are the helpmate. It's vice versa. The black woman is the black man's heaven. Now, we do know, and a lot of y'all are familiar with heaven, physically, with women. Some of y'all do. And it's very heavenly when you are, I don't want to be vulgar or nasty, when you are in heaven as you explore her pelvic area, right? That's really heavenly, ain't it? Oh boy, you just, ooh, I hear some of you guys, man, that was just so good. Just good, man. It's gold in them darn heels. That's how y'all talk. And after it's over, she's a bitch and a hoe. Shame on you. Shame on you. See, laying between her heaven, physically, that's the easy part. But if you truly understood your manhood, you understand, and in religious texts, there's always, for every physical law, there's a spiritual or mental law. You know how to have intercourse with her physical flesh, but you don't know how to have intercourse with her mind. And that's why we are having the problems that we're having right now, because you don't know how and understand her nature. You don't know how to intercourse with her mind so that she would be happy to take your seed and have your baby, so that you can look good in her eyes. Now, when it comes to physical intercourse, this don't necessarily mean just females. You can have intercourse in the mind with another man. Oh, you talking about homosexual? I'm talking about intercoursing with another man's mindset, because the mind has no gender. The physical body has gender, but the mind does not have gender. The interconnecting of minds, the real spirituality, the connection, the emotional connection to another human being. And when you have that, it produces love. We're not connected like that. So the people that we call soul, or black people, or Negroes, or colors, because we're not connected in the mind with one another, we can't produce nothing. There's no seed that can be planted. So you cannot produce life. So the Caucasian people call us Negro. Or if you take the G off of Negro and put a C, it's necro. And necro is the prefix of necrology, means study of the dead or dead man. We're dead people. That's why we're easily moved. We're dead. We're like dust. You sweep dust to the left, the dust goes to the, no resistance. Sweep dust to the right, easily moved anywhere. So anybody can come on YouTube or any place and speak a lot of garbage, and there you go. Somebody else come, there you go. You have no, you're not stable nowhere. You allow anybody between your legs of your mind. We have a love-hate relationship with our sisters. Because some of us, you've gotten to the point where you hate soul sisters now, but you also love them. And it makes no difference. Because nature is going to make sure, it don't have to be all of us, but nature is going to make sure enough of us is drawn to her to keep the species going. And you know why? Because she's shaped like that. You know what I'm talking about. You look at her, I hate I can't stand that woman, but then all thing she got to do is show you a little leg. Show you a little bit, open up the cleavage a little bit. And you talking real tough. Black women, then she might even do a twerk for you. And you start getting quiet. You love her, but you hate her. You want to be her equal, but see, in nature, we're not her equal. Well, she can't do nothing without a man. She can't do nothing without a man. That's true. So we're equal. She can't have no baby without me. Well, yeah, that's true, bro. You're absolutely right. But the thing about it, nature solved that problem. Because like I said, like I just said, she got the goods. And you like those goods. So it don't make no difference how she act or whatever it is. And you are drawn to that. And you're going to do that, whether you like it or not, you're going to go to her. Sooner or later, you're going to go with your mad face and whatever, you tripping off her. If she give herself to you, you're going to be a happy camper. And you're going to do it with a smile on your face. You're not even going to charge. But you talk about this, we're equal. You're not equal like that. No, you're not. We're not. And that's just the bottom line. We need to accept the reality of it. And it's no problem. You should not be ashamed to be a helpmate to her. Because, I mean, who cares? So what? It's a wonderful thing if you really understand it. But living in this male-dominated society, they make it like you are simple, you weak, because you serve her. You're supposed to be there for her. In nature, that's what you see. The males are willing to die for their females. It's all about the female and the babies. That's what it's about in nature. The females and the babies. Who is the first to die? Who is the first to suffer? It's the male. You and I are the first line of defense. The reason why the soul sisters are in the condition that they are in is because the first line of defense is screwed up. We're messed up. We're looking for somebody to protect us and do for us. Matter of fact, we don't have to look. Slave master do it for you. Slave master give you your job. Slave master provides, make sure that you can have a house and food and whatever. That's not being, we should be shamed. How can you stand up and call yourself a man? That's why we don't look good in her eyes. And instead of looking at ourselves and straighten our own mess up, for some of us, it's easier to blame her. She's not the problem. She's the second line of defense. But our main problem is that we just come from out of a horrid condition called slavery. And we all are messed up. So when I talk about the intercourse with a woman's mind, some women don't have no mind. I'm sorry. Some men, we don't have no mind. We are really screwed up. But there is enough of us where I don't care if she has pink hair, red hair, weaves, whatever, that has nothing to do with her mind, because you will be shocked. Stop tripping off people's what they choose to do with their body. If she wants to wear a weave, so what? Who cares? We're gonna talk about that too. We're gonna talk about the weave and all this other nonsense. Y'all tripping off garbage, silly stuff. When you should be wanting the number one priority, you need to put her, she's your heaven, and you should be building a place for her to feel heavenly. That's what we as men need to be doing. Stop blaming her for our problem. We are men. You are a damn man, then stand up. This is what I don't understand. When I was in the Nation of Islam, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught that the black woman is the black man's heaven. However, see, this is what I love the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. He's my father, no doubt. I'm going to give Elijah Muhammad credit. If it was not for Elijah Muhammad, y'all would not be listening to me. Period. That's just point blank. However, Elijah Muhammad took wives. These were some young girls or whatever. They claimed that they said that he was a pedophile. The young girls was underage, whatever. And so my question to Elijah Muhammad would be, if the black woman is our heaven, why would you treat our sisters like that? Well, you see, religion gets involved. Well, you see, brother, God told me I need to spread my seed and all this kind of stuff. And see, it's all messed up. On one hand, you talk about the woman is your heaven. Then on the other hand, you exploit her. What is up with that? You're supposed to be her protector, and she needs somebody to protect her from you. What's up with that? The children, the offspring that was created by Elijah Muhammad's affairs with these young women, these are supposed to be special babies. So this is going back to the 1970s. So here we are in 2017. What are these special babies doing? That's my question. I see we're contradicting ourselves. That's what I don't like about religion. It always justifies male exploitation of womanhood. See, we need our ass whooped, for real. When we exploit womanhood, when we mistreat women, when we make them cry and do these different dirty damn things that we do for them, we cheat on them. Woman is in love with you. Because when women fall in love with a man, she falls in love deep. She's more mental, she's more spiritual than men are. Men get caught up in, man, my wife sure got a big booty. Man, I'm glad I married her. She feel good when we physical. But when women really fall in love with you, she falls hard. And she tolerates us cheating on her and abusing her verbally and all this type of stuff because she's really in love and she tolerates you while you lay on your ass and don't have a job and you play video games all day. She tolerates that and she shouldn't. So all these guys, a lot of them are complaining, she's show nagging. Negro, you don't have a job. You have 4 babies by this woman and you're not working. She's supposed to nag your ass. You need to get off your dump and do something. The black woman, this soul sister, is supposed to be disgusted with us because she's supposed to be in her own nest. She's living in a nest full of racists. She's supposed to be angry with you and upset. And you don't treat her right. Don't treat her right. You don't say nothing nice to her. But this cracker, he'll grab her hand. Oh, you are so beautiful. Your eyes are like lippy pools. Your smile is like the sun, the sunshine over a forest, a wonderful horizon. You think that's simp action. And so while you think that's simp action, all these foreigners, all these foreign men that know how to smile, they know how to flap their wings, they come snatch her right out from under you. The simps, the foreign simps, because that's what you would call another brother, another soul brother. If we act that way, he's a simp. Silly, y'all dumb. And there she go. Because she's still a human being, she wants to be treated nice. You think talking all hard and tough. You talk hard and tough to me. You want to talk hard and tough and big shot? You do that to me. Don't do it with women. With women, you lower your voice. You smile. You open car doors. What do you want? And you'd be surprised what you get. I don't care what that woman is. I don't care how educated she is. I don't care if she's a celebrity. I don't care where she is in life. I don't care if her hair is red, white, and blue. You smile. You'll be shocked at the results. Because the reality is, she belongs to us. She's our woman. She's attracted to you. But right now, we're not very attractive. We are the problem. I cannot talk about her until I straighten myself out. And I guarantee you, when soul brothers straighten ourselves out, watch her. You'll see a whole new attitude coming out. Because she starts falling in love with you, and whatever you want, she wants to satisfy you. Oh, y'all don't know. Oh, come on now. So you want a ready-made woman. You want somebody that's made up, somebody that's gonna submit to you. I heard some brothers talk about the MGT. I just talked about the MGT, the female side of the Nation of Islam. Oh man, all women should be like MGT. The Nation of Islam ladies, they the best. That's the way a woman's supposed to be. Well, I got a surprise for you fellas. The MGT are women. They are human beings, just like the women that you talk about. When they are out in the public with their long skirts on and whatever, that's a public persona. When they go home, believe me, it's a whole new ball game. If they take that little, what is that thing their sisters wear on their head? If they take that off, you might be shocked. It might be red, white, and blue under there. They are trying to be better women. They are striving. Let me tell you, because I know from experience, some of my relatives are MGT. It's a whole new ball game. They're still human beings. And MGT can still get ratchet. They can still cuss you out. I was just married to a woman that was supposed to be MGT. Every day, Elijah Muhammad this, Elijah Muhammad that. Ratchet as hell. My ex-wife, she smoked. She's an MGT. My ex-wife, she smoked. She drink. She smoked weed. All that kind of good stuff. She's an MGT. But y'all saying that the MGT is a better woman. Y'all want these, you have this delusion and fantasy of this already fabricated woman in your mind. And this MGT fits the bill. You're going to be shocked if you get an MGT, you're going to find out what she is after the meeting. It's a whole new ball game. They still are soul sisters, and they still carrying this stuff with them. The sister that I was married to didn't even like wearing dresses. Majority of the time, they was wearing pants all the time. Didn't want to cook. You know what I'm saying? So y'all living out in la-la land. And again, it goes back. There's some people you just can't help. There's nothing that you can do with some people. But I base my love on women. If I base my love of women, any other woman that I dealt with in my life, I would be like somebody like Tommy Sotomayor or these other guys that are demonized, and they have this hatred and bias towards women. But see, my wife or my ex-wife or any of these other women that I had, they are not an example of our soul sisters. Our soul sisters in general, as womanhood, are beautiful people. I know they have protected me all my life. Wonderful sisters. I love y'all. I love the soul sister from the very light to the very dark. I don't care. I love to be. I keep telling y'all all the time, I don't have to have a man in my life. I'm happy to be around I'd be happy to be the last soul brother on earth. I don't mind being that. Nothing but women around. I don't need men in my life. But now I want to make something perfectly clear. I love y'all brothers. I love brothers who are in your right state of mind. But when you want to attack, demonize, and blame our sisters because of our failure, we got a problem, because I'm not going to do that. I'm going to defend womanhood because I'm supposed to defend my mama. When I was growing up, and some of y'all can relate, when I was growing up, that's one thing you do not do. You do not talk about nobody's mama. I don't care what that person's mama is. Your mama could be a prostitute. Your mama might be a crackhead. You don't talk about mama. You get your ass whooped real fast. Now you can talk about mamas. The girls is hoes and bitches and everybody. It's acceptable. It was not acceptable during my time. You don't go around calling people's mamas bitches and hoes and singing songs like that. You get your ass whooped real fast. That's something you don't do. But that's because when I was growing up, we had more of a connection to mama. Many of us was breastfed. Many of us was at home with mama a lot. We was close to mama, more so than father, because a lot of times father was out there working or whatever. Father didn't have that connection like mama. We had that more of a connection to mother. We was around our mothers a lot. So you don't talk about my mama, but now you do. You need your ass whooped. That's what you Negroes need. You need your ass whooped. You don't talk about mama like that. Oh, wow. So I'm proud to say, again, my mother was married, but my mother also was a single mother also. I had men in my life, but I like being around the womanhood. I like being around the sisters, the women. I love that kind of stuff. See, this is the thing about it. A lot of these guys, you have never, I don't think y'all ever had the opportunity or know the experience to be around women and they actually like you and love you. Again, it goes back to, if you look good in the eyes of a woman, she'll do it. Whoo, I can't even explain. I cannot explain. When I was incarcerated, those sisters, from the highly educated all the way to the snapper fingers and with the red, blue hair, whatever, even the lesbian sisters. The lesbian sisters and the pink hair and the snap the fingers and the highly educated, those sisters took care of me in that because they learned to like me. I never was lonely. Somebody was always around to talk with and whatever. Those sisters took care of me. When I was always feeling down or whatever, those sisters was there. And you have never experienced, when women like you, they go all out for you. They bringing me food from the outside. They bringing me toothpaste and stuff. I didn't have to use institutionalized crap. They would bring stuff from outside to me, bring me movies. I mean, the sisters took care of your brother. So how am I going to come here and tell you and join you when you demonize or try to put our sisters down? It's not going to happen. You've never been, have you ever been to your family reunion and your mother and grandmothers and aunts and female nieces and cousins, they tell the men folks, y'all chill out. You know, play game, we got this. And your mother and the grandmothers, and they cooking the food, they want to make sure they take care of the men. Don't you know how that feels? Because they in love with grandfather. They in love with the uncles and the cousins, the male. They in love with y'all. And when women fall in love with you, brother, they go all out. They want to make sure that that food is good for you. They want to make sure that that cup of water is nice and cold for you. These guys that's talking and complaining about women, they must never have experienced that in their life. That's a shame. That's a shame. But it goes back to how you treat a woman, or any human being. If you holler and scream at a human being, they are going to go into defense mode. When you talk about people, they are going to go into defense mode, and they're going to defend themselves, and you become an enemy. I wonder what these fathers from these two-parent households, what are you teaching your son? Is your wife a damn slave? She's just a servant, somebody for you to hump on every damn night? What the hell is, what are you teaching your son about women? I want to know. You blame her for your problems. You blame her for the condition that we're in. She didn't bring us on no damn slave ship. She didn't create Jim Crow. She didn't create the Black Code. She didn't drop bombs in Tulsa, Oklahoma, you damn fool. She ain't do none of that stuff. How the hell is the black woman our enemy? Y'all some stupid, silly Negroes. You want to holler and scream and deal with somebody, you come here and I'll deal with you. You want to jump on women because you're a damn coward. You won't come and approach another man like that. And I'm here to protect her. What you must understand is that she is a human being. She is not your damn slave. She's not your helpmate and servant. She's none of those different things. She is a human being first. That's what she is. And you need to understand that. She cries, she hurts, she feels pain, just like your ass do, your emotional ass. Oh, the women is so emotional. I've never been around so many emotional fellas in my life on YouTube. Just crying and whining. The women do this and the women do that. I heard a guy talk about the black women won't let us be men. What woman gonna stop you from being a man? She don't have the power. She don't have the power. She gonna stop you from being a man. No, the problem is you don't know what it is. All your manhood has been destroyed from you. But listen, while we're on the subject of man, what is a man? What is manhood? Let me simply tell you that, because some of us, we don't know what that is. I'm not going to sit here and tell you what a man really is, but I can tell you what a man is by nature, by studying nature. And I know in nature, the males protect, and that woman, that female, is number one in their life. In nature, the males fight and kill each other over her. In nature, she's very, very important. She's number one in nature. You and I live an unnatural life, so you want to be number one. You want her to serve you like you some kind of god or whatever. That ain't how things work. That's unnatural. That's slave action. She's not your slave. Nature tells me I'm supposed to defend her. I'm supposed to be there to help her. I'm supposed to be there to make a way for her. That's what nature tells me. Some of us, our very nature as a man has been destroyed. I was raised basically by my mother. My mother never taught me male things. As I came into puberty and things, I had to learn everything on my own. Some of y'all, you had your daddy. Well, you know, I'm not trying to be vulgar, but your daddy might have told you, well, boy, you know you're having erections and, you know, going through all that male stuff. I didn't have that. I had to learn through trial and error on my own, which I'm glad I did. I had that experience of just going through the motions myself and learning my body and learning who I was as a man. It's cool. I learned just as good as you are. I didn't have no man to teach me a damn thing. And I'm very, very good. I'm very sure that I'm just as good, if not better than your ass is, crying and whining about women. Because I learned to love womanhood and you hate womanhood. So if you hate womanhood, then you must be sort of gay. You can't call me gay because I don't want to be around men. But since you hate womanhood, oh, I know what you're going. You're not gay. You want a Chinese lady. You want some Asian or really you want the Caucasian woman. Well, I mean, that's not no shock because you a slave. You want to get with your massa. That's not no shock to me. Whenever you talk about interracial relationship, it's always these Negroes. They want them a white woman, right? Because I mean, that's because you want to get to you want to be close to your slave master. And on top of that, they are the ones who created you. You just want to get next to your creator. That's all that's about. I understand. Go ahead. Here's your white woman. Enjoy. Keep your ass there. Weak Negro. Who cares? Good riddance to bad rubbish. You thinking that you making somebody feel bad because you weak. Take your weak ass on to China. Take your weak ass on to India. Wherever you need to go to find you a woman, you go there. We need to get rid of weak males out of our people anyway. In order for us to become a strong people, both male and female, we need to get rid of all these weak-minded, pitiful, pathetic pieces of trash. Let them go to the Caucasian people. Let them go to India. Let them go to China. Let them go wherever the hell they want to go. Let them go. Who gives a damn? Bye. Say bye, bye, bye. That's all I can say to you. And I'm not going to wish you no damn peace. Bye. Adios. Good riddance to bad rubbish. But this soul sister is our partner. See, we are equal. We have different roles. But we have to understand those roles. I understand my role perfectly. I have no problem with soul sisters, the female being number one. I have no problem with that. You have a problem with that because in this male-dominated society and in religious teachings that men wrote, they make men number one, which is unnatural because that is not what you see in the natural world. You don't see that in the natural world. When you look at ants, it's always the queen ant. Bees is the queen bee. Wherever you see, it's always the female that's number one. I'm perfectly, I can deal with it. There ain't no problem with me. I know where I need to be. I love her. I don't, whatever. As long as I can lay in her lap, as long as I can go to heaven sometime, I'm all right. I don't know about you cats, y'all. Y'all. And then y'all talk about gay people. You just as gay as they are. Get the hell. If you don't want a woman, you must want a man. That's what I can say to you. Oh man. I love it. She's a human being, brother. She's a human being. And you need to look at our sisters as human beings. We breed her like cattle. We breed our sisters like cattle. And y'all proud. I have a big family. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 babies, whatever. And most of the time, you're not taking care of your children. And you got this sister pumping out a baby every year. What are you? Are you a damn rabbit? Are you a mouse? Animals that live a long time don't have babies like that. When you talk about rabbits and mice, they have to breed a lot because they are high on the predation list. A lot of animals like to eat rabbit. A lot of animals like to eat mice. So in order to keep their population to a certain point, they have to breed a lot. Or you breed a lot because you are a damn slave. You become domesticated. So which one are you? Are you a rabbit, a mouse, or are you a damn slave? Why are you having all these babies? When you look at elephants that live a long time, elephants can live 80, I think up to 80 years old or whatever. They can live a very long time. And whales, they have one baby for a certain period of time. Quality of that baby, not the quantity. And that's the way it should be with us as human beings. We should not be these babies like that. It should be about the quality of your child. And you wonder why human beings are so messed up because we're not producing quality human beings. You got a lot of quantity, but you're not producing quality human beings. And that's why many of us are unable to think properly. It's about the quality of the baby. The best quality guarantees you the best mode of survival for that baby. And then you give her all these babies. Now, again, going back to breeding like mice, there was one time in human history where we had large families because we lived in a agricultural type society. And the reason why the woman was having all these babies, really, because you can use a condom. Condoms can go back for centuries. There's no reason for us to be having all these babies. The least you can do is wear a condom. Condoms can stop a whole lot of baby stuff. You are not a dog. A dog cannot put on a condom. So there's no excuse for it. But we having these babies during the agricultural time because people was having these babies. The children, as soon as they were born, able to walk, they was put to work on the farm. Free labor, that's what it was about. The children was actually slaves. This is not to say that the father and mother did not love their children, but they was having these children because it was free labor for the farm. Somebody to milk the cow, plow the fields. That's why they was having these big families to do that. You're not doing that now. If we ever go back to doing something like that, then I can understand you wanting to have all these babies. But there's also something else. See, we should be working together. We should be working together, and then we wouldn't have to how can I explain this? Don't you know? I want y'all brothers to understand something here. When sisters have babies, that's a lot of trauma on her body. So you want to be number one, and you want the spotlight on you and whatever. But see, you don't have to deal with childbirth. When that sister has that baby, that's a lot of trauma. There's a lot of changes, a lot of stuff going on in her body when she's actually forming that baby inside of her, and when she's giving birth. There's a lot of stuff that's going on here. And then she does not give her body a chance to heal. And 9 months later, she's spitting out another baby. See, that's wrong. She needs a chance to heal her body. Even the teachings of Elijah Muhammad say that a woman needs at least 2 or 3 years between babies. She should not be spitting babies out back to back like that. That's a lot of trauma on her. And then she's not breastfeeding her baby. See, that's the purpose. That's the purpose of her being at home and the male going out to work, so she can be there healing her body and taking care of the new baby, because now that baby is number one. When it's just you and your woman, she's number one. But when the baby come on the scene, now the baby becomes number one. Oh man, I ain't gonna never be number one. You're damn right. You ain't supposed to be number one. You ain't supposed to be number one, bro. What they said, man up. Man up, who cares? You don't want your baby to be number one? You don't want your wife to be number one? I'm perfectly happy with it. Like I said, I'm cool with it. I don't know what y'all problem is. My wife and my children would be my number one. You want to be number one. And so you go out and work to support the family. She's there to teach and nurture, not raise children. You raise corn and you raise okra. You don't raise children. You're supposed to nurture children. Teach them in the manner that you want them to go. Teach them the lessons of life that they need to know in order to survive in their environment. That's her job at home with those children. And then, of course, She cooks and she cleans and she takes care of the house or whatever. Her job is 24 hours. You go to job, you work 8 hours or 10 hours, and during your job, you get 30-hour breaks, periods or whatever, and your day is over after 10 hours, 8 to 10 hours. Her job is 24 hours a day. 24 hours a day. How do you want to be number one? How can you even compare to what these women have to deal with? And you think that you're doing something fantastic because you bring in a paycheck. And the sisters in 2017 show you, I can go get a paycheck too, and I'm taking care of my children. That really makes you really mad as hell. Because you're pathetic. It's just pitiful. So she is forced, because she got a jealous, lazy ass, pathetic ass piece of trash dude. Now she has to take care of her children, get a job, and she still has to work. She has to go to the job and still take care of her children. She has to be both male and female because she don't have a good man, because you want to be Mr. Macho because you work a job. That's what you're supposed to do. She's taking care of you and the children. She's taking care of the household, you damn fool. You think you're doing something because you take out the damn trash. You know what? That's why I can't stand brothers. That's why brothers don't like being around me, because I can't do it. I just can't do it. And don't you know, some brothers, for real, because I had a relative like this. Now, the sister just had a baby, and her focus should be on that child. And the man in her life actually get jealous of the baby. Some of y'all like that. When the baby is born, that's her job. She's supposed to focus on the baby. It's baby time. Y'all had y'all good time. Don't you remember 9 months ago? Don't you remember the good times you had when you was in heaven 9 months ago? It's baby time now. And you got to back off. You got men who are actually jealous of the baby. They don't even want the baby to breastfeed, because they want to breastfeed. Oh, how pathetic. Woo. Because they want to breastfeed. They jealous of the baby. And let me tell you something else now. Sex is a wonderful thing. I like sex sometimes. But let me tell you something. A woman is a human being. And especially when she has to work and she has babies and whatever, she likes to make love to her man. She wants to love you. But at the same time, she's a human being. Don't you think she gets tired of somebody want to hump on her all the damn time? Every time you get an erection, baby, are you ready? You want to do that? And you always want to hump on somebody all the time. Take your ass out and smoke a cigarette or something. Chill out. Take a cold shower or something. You act like y'all a damn sex maniac or whatever. And the reason why you like that, because you're around these crackers. These crackers have an abnormal, obsessed fanaticism with sex. Every little joke they come up with is sexual. They keep porn in your face. All this sexual crap. Even in cartoons, they put it in that symbolic. How you say that word? They put it in cartoons, and children be watching these cartoons. See what I'm saying? And you become a sexual damn freak. That's why you can't build a nation. That's why you can't do a damn thing, what you're supposed to do, because you're too busy thinking about somebody's panties. You think panties is more important than providing for your family. You all screwed up. You all screwed up. Give her a break. Don't you see in nature? Let me tell you what males do in nature. You ever see when the females in nature go in heat or whatever, breeding season? I watched I think, what was it? It was a lion. I forgot what it was. I forgot what animal it was. But the male, he was very, very patient. He's not like y'all, some of you guys. He would follow the female, and when she sat down, he sat down. When she stood up, he stood up. And he just was patient. He wouldn't run around trying to jump on her, try to hump on her. He was just patient. And me personally, I'm a very patient person. I don't sit around here, oh baby, this is it. I just patient. I just wait. Don't even bring the subject up. I just wait. You're gonna get yours sooner or later. Just wait, be patient. That's better for you and it's better for her. And you don't have her feeling like she's a damn sex object. You make her feel like she's a woman and she's your partner and you love her. She's not a damn porn star. Learn how to love soul sisters. Stop treating them like some damn tool, some type of object. But you learn that from your massa. That's where you got it from your massa. Because he liked that. That's the way he treats the Caucasian women. And a lot of Caucasian women, they turn to black men because a lot of black men don't treat them like that. See, y'all don't like the thugs. The thugs. Man, black women sure love them thugs. Let me tell you something about the thug. See, the thug know about how to talk to women, how to flirt. They know how to make love mentally. Yeah, they a piece of trash. Yeah, they ain't no damn good, but they know how to court a woman. They know how to make her smile. Women love to laugh. When was the last time your girl laughed? You want to be serious all the time. Women like flowers. They like candy. They like silly things. You might think that it's corny. Women like corny stuff. Women like corny stuff if they like you. No matter what you do, no matter how corny it is, if they like you, they'll love it. You think you being some type of simp. You being weak. That's not being weak. That's showing your woman love. You should be happy for her to smile. You should be happy for her to want to touch you and come on, baby, lay in my lap. Take your bald head and rub your head and all that type of stuff. You should make her to know if anything come up in here, they got to deal with me first. I'm willing to die for you. I love my children. I love my wife. And you will begin to look good in the eyes of our sisters. I guarantee you, if the brothers get themselves together, that's why I don't talk about soul sisters a lot. Soul sisters not perfect. I'm not sitting around here talking about, you don't never say nothing about the women, because I know that the key to the real solution to the problem is the men, the males. If we got ourselves together, you will see a drastic change in her. What is that sister, Omarosa? What's her name? Omarosa, whatever. Y'all call her a coon or whatever. The poor lady, the sister. I guarantee you. What's her name? Raven Simone and Stacy. That all these sisters y'all talking about. I guarantee you, if the brothers if we had our act together, those sisters wouldn't open their mouth. They're not gonna talk against their man. They don't see you as their man. They see you as a foreigner. You don't know how to love her. See, that's the key. And I was reading a comment by my soul brother Leon. He was talking about that's the key. Love. You think you being a simp showing your woman love. You think you being a simp showing your mama love. There's nothing wrong with loving your woman. I don't care. I don't care how she snaps her fingers, what color her hair, her weave. Who gives a damn about all that stuff? See, let me tell you something. If she really know you don't like weave and she falls in love with you, one day, don't try to force her. Don't try to force her. Now, you need to get rid of that weave. Wear your natural hair. You a damn idiot. That's a confrontation. Show her some love. Show her that you care. And you want to know something, and just tell her on the side, baby, that weave is pretty nice. It's cool, but I prefer, I like your natural hair. I like you just the way you are. One day she'll come to you. She won't have no weave. She'll have her natural hair. What you think about this? Oh, I love it. Let's go out to dinner. I want to show you off. See what I'm saying? It is not called Father Earth. It is called Mother Earth. The earth is the producer of life. Soul sisters are the producers of life. Unfortunately, and maybe some of you guys want to experience, I'm not interested myself. I'll let the sisters deal with having the babies and all that stuff. And I want to tell you this real quick. Going back to the babies being born back to back. See, that's so much of a trauma on a woman's body. And she don't give her body a chance to heal. And pretty soon, a lot of these sisters, and they will tell you, they begin to have what they call woman's problems. I just lost a very dear friend a few years ago. And she had 9 babies back to back. And I start hearing her talk about woman's problem. And what she don't understand is that her having them babies back to back, she was destroying, tearing her insides up. That's what was happening. And she died I think she died less than 50 years old. She started having these women's problems. Her uterus, all that stuff the woman's body suffers great trauma, brothers. And the only thing you want to do is hump. But you don't care about what's going to happen to her. She's at the gynecologist now. All these different problems. Having these babies because you want to hump. You want to hump all the damn time. How would you want somebody to hump on you all the time? Well, some of y'all do, because since you don't like women, you must be gay. So I guess you're getting humped pretty often. Ooh, I'm sorry. Whatever. But let me bring this talk to a conclusion. I've talked enough on this subject, and brothers need to understand. If you want to holler and scream at somebody, you come bring it to me. Bring it to me. It's very cowardly to jump on a woman. Very cowardly. And like I said, I'm not going to blame a woman for my problems. I'm not going to blame women for the problems of the Black community. The problem is the community does not have decent men. The reason why I can't do what I want to do is because I have no men, a vast majority of men, to back me up in what I want to do. Because if I implemented what I have on my mind, you'll start seeing these sisters come in droves because they're looking for real men. And they want a Black man. They want a soul brother. They really don't want. Do you really believe Serena really want that cracker? Do you really believe that? Do you think these sisters really, there is no connection to them? But they feel, Black, the brothers is just pathetic. They, I got to love somebody. That's their philosophy. We need to give them some men. And clearly nobody's producing none. Black power family. And these brothers get these sisters and exploit them. Some of these Black power guys have 4 or 5 baby mamas and stuff like that. Black power. Even somebody like Minister Farrakhan, they love Louis Farrakhan. He got babies. Somebody told me he has babies in Mexico. He cheated on his wife. We can't keep our dingaling in control. We don't have dingaling control. What's your problem? But you number one and you Mr. Strong and Power and you can't control your dingaling. What's up with that, man? Come on. No, come on. Really? Really? Who do you think you're talking to? That's why they don't want to hang around me. Because I'm not going for it. I'm not going for excuses and stuff like that. I'm not doing it. She is our partner. She is our life. The only way we can go into the future is through soul sisters. Nature don't give a damn about you as an individual. I'm going to say that again before I close this talk. Nature does not give a damn about you as an individual. Well, I want these babies so I can pass down the Johnson name. I want to pass down the Farrakhan name. Nature don't give a damn about you and your name. Nature only cares about the species, the people going into the next generation, into the future. Nature does not care about your personal vanity, does not care about it at all. So we as a people, the only way we can go into the future is through her. Putting our seeds in a Caucasian woman or Indian woman or whoever woman outside of the soul sisters, you are not making your seed go into the future. You're producing something that's foreign, something that is unnatural. It's no longer us. So we need to reconnect. If you want to unify, we need to unify with her first. How can we unite at all if we can't unite with our woman who was just for you and me? It's not going to happen. So with that said, I hope that I've touched on some things that can help us in our development, because this relationship that many of us, we find ourselves with our sisters, it's a horrible one, and it must change. And I'm tired of these silly men painting our sisters in this horrid, when our women are not like that. The only thing you have to do is go out into the community and talk to our sisters. I don't care if they have red hair, blue hair, whether they're wearing weeds, if they're smoking weed, whatever they're doing, go out and talk to our people. The reason why you can say the things that you do, because you don't talk to no damn body. Our people are not as wacky and messed up as you think they are. The only thing we have to do, if you are conscious and awake, show our people love. Be an example of what you're talking about. And strive and make a sincere effort at trying to change the condition. When people see that you are sincere and you really mean it, watch them support us. They don't want to be in this condition. They just don't know what to do. And you got all these charlatans with all this magical stuff going on. We need to stop. We need to show people that this charlatan, this magical stuff, that's not the way to go. Building a school is not going to solve our problem. The first step is to build a relationship with each other. Men, soul brothers, must learn how to love soul sisters, and we must learn how to tolerate one another and understand one another. If you can't do that, we might as well stop making videos and talking whatever. It's a done deal. We're done. Cut off the oven. It's done. And I'm doing everything that I can. And I hope that you share this video, because I think I've done a pretty good job explaining to brothers, we have to change our attitude towards women. Forget how they act. Well, they act this way. Who cares? Straighten up your act. Straighten up our act. And I can guarantee you, we straighten up our act as men and learn how to be men and create something called manhood, that all of us, we fall under that umbrella, and we strive to do better and create something of substance so our sisters can say, wow, they got it going on. Pink, red hair, whatever, they want to be part of it because they love us. I guarantee they love us. I really doubt Serena Williams wanted to marry that pink fella. I really doubt it. We need to get Serena back and all our soul sisters back. And we can, once we straighten ourselves up. How can you tell somebody else what to do when you messed up. So I want to straighten I want to straighten us brothers up first, because we are the first line of defense. We are the leaders, really. We are, but not in the way that we've been taught. There's nothing wrong with our role in this life. With that said, thank you for listening. And man, brothers, we got to do better, for real. And we have to understand what has happened to us in this situation. And maybe tomorrow I will be here and talk about what's the subject. The subject is going to be, yes, the white man is to blame. And I'm going to show these people very simply why the white man is to blame. And they still probably going to say, you're a racist. How the way that I explain this to you, how can you say that I'm a racist? Has nothing, matter of fact, it won't have nothing to do with race, really, the way that I'm going to explain this. With that said, perhaps I will see you tomorrow. I think my Google Hangout is at 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. And I will see you then. And again, congratulations to those who did participate in the raffle. I will have your check in the mail Monday, guarantee you. And let me know when you get it. And I really enjoy sharing, you know, what little I have with my audience, because y'all are really good people. I love the brothers too. Come on, give me a hug, brother. Here we go. Yeah, man, come on, we got this. Till next time, as Don Cornelius always said in parting, I wish us love, peace, and soul.